Glad you can join us again. Let's turn our attention to the African scene now. The Cabinet has approved a decision to have the government of Kenya take over the payment of $525 million US Export-Import Bank loan it guaranteed for Kenya Airways after the national carrier failed to meet its repayment obligations. The lender of the loan is the Private Export Funding Corporation of USA and guaranteed by the Exim Bank of USA, which is in turn was guaranteed by the government of Kenya. In its latest annual debt management report 2021 to 2022 fiscal year, National Treasury reports that the government in 2017 guaranteed part of the $841.6 million, a 10-year facility running until the year 2028 that the airline took to purchase 7 aircraft and 1 engine. However, Kenya Airways halted payments on the guaranteed and the non-guaranteed portions of the loan as it ran into financial difficulty exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to the grounding of most global air travel. Following the default, Kenya Airways sought GOC intervention, and the cabinet gave approvals for the government to pay the loan arrears on behalf of Kenya Airways and the loan balance to be novated to government. And now global events may temporarily affect Egypt's wheat supply, but the country can adjust to them. Egypt's supply minister Ali Mousseli told newsmen on Tuesday when asked whether Russia's decision to freeze its participation in a UN-brokered grain export deal will affect its supply. Mousseli noted that the global supply of wheat available is sufficient to meet the world's needs. Egypt, one of the world's largest wheat importers, has not issued international purchasing tenders since mid-July, opting to buy directly from trading houses instead. Wheat prices have skyrocketed amid the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, two countries from which Egypt used to buy the majority of its wheat. And on the foreign scene now, oil prices rose on Tuesday, recouping losses from the previous session as a weaker US dollar offset widening COVID-19 curbs in China that have stoked fears of slowing fuel demand in the world's second largest oil consumer. Brent crude for January delivery rose $1.38, about 1.49% to $94.19 per barrel in early trade. The December contract expired on Monday at $94.83 a barrel, down 1% earlier. US West Texas Intermediate crude rose $1.15 to $87.68 a barrel after falling by 1.6% in the previous session. Oil prices rose as the US dollar sank on Tuesday from a one-week high against a basket of major pairs as traders weighed the odds of a less aggressive Federal Reserve at Wednesday's monetary policy meeting. Global oil demand will increase by over 10% by 2027 and more than 13% by 2045 compared to last year, according to the World Oil Outlook 2045 by the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries on Monday. OPEC forecasts that global primary energy demand will increase to 351 million barrels of oil equivalent per day in 2045, representing a rise of 23% from the 2021 level. According to the report, with strong policy support and declining long-term cost, other renewables, mostly wind and solar, are the fastest and largest growing category in the energy mix, adding 31 million barrels of oil per day in the outlook period. Natural gas is anticipated to increase by 19 million barrels per day, followed by oil with just over 12 million barrels per day. Well, that's all we have time for at this time. We'll take a moment and more news coming your way. I'll see you again. I am Franco Malape. Bye-bye for now.